As we follow the building of the ABC Greenhome, one of the key components to an energy-efficient home is a tight building envelope. With such a tight enclosure for the home, indoor air quality becomes incredibly important. As the country moves towards more efficient home construction, the Energy Star for Homes program aims to make it easy for builders and homeowners to understand the pillars of good building practices. Here's Dean Gamble from the program talking about indoor air quality and its place in the program.
Hi, how are you, Dean?
I'm great. Thanks for having me out.
Yeah, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the program that you work with.
I work with EPA's Energy Star Certified Homes program. It's been around since 1995. Over 1.3 million homes have been certified to date in the United States.
Wow.
And it stands for efficiency, durability, quality, and comfort. This home is better, and we're using the main theme of better is better. If you see a home that's labeled next to a home that's not labeled, you know that a lot of effort is going into making the details work right. In the past, we had a mix and match approach to our program so people could pick and choose the things that they wanted to put into their house. And that was a really big step forward. But with these new program requirements, we're making sure that you get 3 systems right in every single house. And that's the complete thermal enclosure system, so your insulation, your air sealing are done right every time. The HVAC system, so heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. And the last is the bulk moisture management. So just making sure that the details are done right, so the rain makes it from your roof down to your foundation and off of your site.
Right.
It's simple, tried and true practices. It's just that a lot of them are overlooked in standard construction process.
Indoor air quality happens at the very beginning of construction, even before you pour your cement. Protecting the home from the ground up starts with a product like Stego's vapor barrier.
Dating back just a couple years ago, nationwide codes and even California codes, when it came to our particular product, it was just traditional visqueen polyethylene that was recycled content. Wasn't that great.
So hold on, what is visqueen? For those that don't know what you're talking about, what is visqueen?
The technical name is a polyethylene plastic. It is plastic, but it's just made from reground, recycled material. It's a construction sheeting. It can be used in a number of different ways, and in the past, one of the ways was as a below slab vapor retarder or vapor barrier. But since the codes and standards were updated and the EPA regulations were updated, you need something better than that, and that's where we come in.
Regardless, again, of the depth of the water table, we're going to get water vapor diffusing upward through the subgrade, and then we're going to basically cap the earth with a concrete slab. And if we build a building envelope over that, like we've already spoken to, now we're just sucking moisture directly up into it. But a common misconception that you're building inland, you're building, out in Palm Desert, say, and you've got a 200-foot deep water table. Yeah, we might not run into a problem with water whatsoever, but like I said, vapor is diffusing up everywhere, whether you're building in Newport Beach, you got a 2-foot deep water table, or Palm Desert, where it's 200 feet deep, say.
Moisture's porous and soaks up concrete, and so it'll go right through it and come to the top.
The good thing about the Stego that I like is the elimination of sand over the Stego product. With the sand on top of the visqueen, you normally have different levels, different height. It's supposed to be 1-inch sand over, but as people walk on top of the sand during construction, they kick the sand here and there, so it reduces the amount of concrete slab that you have to have. With elimination of the sand, we can have a uniform thickness for the slab, and it is a better structure that way.
You only have one chance when you're doing slab on grade to place something below the slab that's going to give you the performance for the life of the building. And one of the aspects that you get is the flexibility of what you can do with your floor coverings after the fact. So you may have designed your building with breathable carpet or something that's not as moisture sensitive, but it gives you the opportunity, if you have the protection below slab, to come in with high quality wood flooring or rubber flooring, resilient flooring, and still have that protection down the road.
70% of the lawsuits that builders get are related around mold and water intrusion. And so this is one more layer of protection we're giving this house to keep us out of that situation.
Mold, depending on the type of mold, can cause a lot of health issues for people, and then there's also gases. It depends on where you are. There can be a number of different gases coming up from beneath the slab: methane, radon, chemicals on a contaminated site. And Stego, we test for a lot of those types of chemicals, so we do a pretty good job with the majority of them. So we'll keep all that out. You just got to ventilate it out from underneath the slab, and we'll keep that out of the building.
Go Stego!
Now that the base of the home is protected, let's look at the building envelope. One of the most important components is insulation. With Demilec spray foam insulation, not only did the Demilec product give the ABC Greenhome a fantastic R value, creating a tight seal behind the wall, it also did its part to ensure healthy indoor air quality. Listen in as Anna Lal and engineer Robert Niney from Demilec discuss the product.
The spray foam insulation that went into the ABC Greenhome in particular was Heat Lock Soy 200, and it does have one of the highest R values out there in the market. California is always trying to be progressive and one of the first to set some high standards when it comes to energy savings. The California Energy Commission now does recognize spray foam insulation, and it qualifies for the Quality Insulation Installation, the QII test, which can be done by a third-party HERS rater. And so what this essentially does is allow for our products to help any building or structure meet the Title 24 codes.
We know from the DOE that approximately 40% of your average residential energy loss is directly related to air infiltration, air leakage losses. It's also rated as a water-resistant barrier, has a very low water absorption rating, but oftentimes rather than using Heat-Lock Soy 200 on the inside of a cavity wall like has been done in the ABC Greenhome, Heat-Lock Soy 200 could be used in the exterior of a structure as well.
Now that the ABC Greenhome has a tight seal mitigating air loss from the walls, at this point it's important to have proper ventilation. You got to keep that air moving, and with the Air King suite of fans and air vents, the ABC Greenhome and its homeowners now can be sure to be safe, healthy, and mold-free. So I am here at the grand opening with Jeff Kinkellen, the president of Air King. How are you?
Very good today, Nicole. Thanks for having us. This is a very high quality hood. It's made by Air King and is a 300 CFM hood, which can extract a lot of air. But the key is it's Energy Star. Okay. So it's going to do that very energy efficiently, and it's going to do it at a minimum of an energy draw. What's nice is there's finally a standard that people now can meet, and now the inspectors are looking for. So this, in combination with the exhaust fans in the hallway, remove all the VOEs, all the material that you need to have ventilated out of the house quietly, and with the Energy Star qualified fan in there, it does it efficiently as well. These fans are now so specialized that they each have a special function in the house. This is what we call a local exhaust.
So this one is smart and knows when there is too much humidity in the air.
Yes. We've always had a lot of Energy Star products, which was really the good news about this. But what Energy Star really wanted us to do is educate the consumer. And by doing, venues like this where we can invite the media in, we can invite the builders and developers, that's all part of our job. So we went on a campaign, and we actually had people going onto the website for EPA and downloading that information. They've calculated that we've been able to remove 3.5 million pounds of greenhouse gases out of the environment. So we're very proud of that.
Again, Dean Gamble from the Energy Star for Homes program.
So are there things that can be done afterwards, or is an Energy Star home really done at the beginning?
All of it's done from the ground up, and so before you even start construction, when you're still laying out the plan, you're working out some of the details and figuring out how you're going to do it right. It would cost 5 times or more to go back into a house and do these things after the fact than doing them right up front.